Hey guys, in this video I would like to talk about Naruto vs Sasuke and the implications of them losing their arms and why it happened. I have seen a couple of comments on my previous videos regarding this, and some of you also want an explanation as to why didn't Sasuke accept the Hashirama cell generated arm like Naruto did. And of course this is a reasonable thought process by us viewers. I mean, god damn, if I was in that situation I would say, give me back my arm please. Quick time, family. I don't want to be disabled by choice. I ain't about that life. I mean, this is what you'd be naturally thinking, right? So I guess I will voice my opinion on this topic to why I think Kishimoto wrote the final battle in this way, and why I think Sasuke not having two arms in the Boruto makes sense in writing terms, as well as giving you guys the explanation from the anime and Kishimoto's interviews himself. So in my opinion, Sasuke choosing not to have his arm replaced with Hashirama cells has two main implications. Number one is obvious, and that's to do with the whole story the Sasuke arc was representing, to break the cycle of hatred. Another reason I think this is good and was chosen to be the case is for power scaling and balancing, as they knew the Boruto series was about to begin. The reason we received by Sasuke himself as to why he did not want his arm replaced was to atone for his sins and repent. He then goes on a long journey, right, to soul search for himself. And listen guys, as you get older, this is the case for everyone in real life. We all need that time to soul search, self-reflect, and find out who we are and what we believe. The whole idea of Naruto Shippuden became the concept of breaking the cycle of hatred, which follows Buddhism, Hinduism, and Abrahamic teachings. And what's the common theme in all these practices? It's to find inner peace in oneself, in thy neighbors, and understand our role in society in the material world. You guys need to remember that the whole of what we enjoy in the Naruto universe is based on religion that Kishimoto came across in his life. The message of the show is to accept one another, and Sasuke's character choosing not to take an arm to atone for what he did makes sense, because not only does it approve the overall message of the show that revolves around breaking the cycle of hatred the Uchiha clan suffered from, but also justification to Sasuke's character to develop even more to someone that can do just that. If he didn't choose to atone for his crimes, then the impact of him saying, "Oh, you know what, Naruto, you're right, your talk no jutsu worked and I understand your perspective now," no. Losing the arm actually symbolizes the side that Sasuke had to lose to realize his opinion of killing everyone to make a new world was wrong. If you cannot sacrifice what you are for what you're willing to become, then you will never be successful. So to me, this makes sense for Sasuke's character. Everyone in the fanbase was getting fed up of him being the way he was and always not acknowledging Naruto as a character and as a friend, and wanting destruction all the time. People started to call him emo Sasuke, but in the Boruto series, with his new mature self and the way that he has changed, everyone seems to love Sasuke again. It just showcases that Kishimoto actually had an idea of where he was taking this character and what he would like him to be in Boruto, so he created a way to win us over for Sasuke's character development. Another reason, in my opinion, it was better to make it so that Sasuke never received both his arms back is because of power scaling. At the end of the day, with Naruto vs Sasuke, it was amazing. I mean, I'm watching it again recently and I almost teared up. I realized how much this series has affected me, but at the same time I thought to myself that if Naruto was not written to have all the tailed beast chakra within him, as well as having the truth seeking balls, he would not have won this fight. Now you can let me know your opinion of course in the comment section below, but let me just say my piece. When Sasuke decided to do his final attack against Naruto with all the tailed beast chakra and caused an earthquake, if Naruto didn't have his sage mode and everyone else's chakra, what could have possibly been the answer? Nothing. No jutsu would have made sense or justify it. Sasuke with his Rinnegan took control of all the tailed beasts in one swoop and created 8 planetary sized rocks in the sky. That's like almost 8 times more powerful than Nagato when he did it on the Ninetales. I mean, he is so freaking overpowered at this point of the show. Naruto was also overpowered, don't get me wrong, Naruto was also overpowered at this point, but he did have to sacrifice some of his sage chakra. He had to sacrifice his truth seeking balls as well as some of the tailed beast chakra. I mean, if some of you guys don't realize this, Naruto does not actually have the same amount of chakra he once did in the Boruto series, and we also don't know if he still has the 6 parts of Sage mode, because if you're reading the manga, it hasn't really occurred yet and it hasn't really happened in the anime either, so we don't know if he still has a bit of that chakra left, and we don't know if he still has the Sage of 6 Path Ninetales mode left. He has the Ninetales mode, but we don't know if he has the other mode, so he might be actually a tiny bit weaker now. So in my eyes, I think Kishimoto is kinda smart and he saw this coming. You have to give him some credit. That's, you know, he saw the vision in where the show was going. Sasuke is getting a bit too overpowered with his dojutsu compared to Naruto's classic abilities. So what Kishimoto decided to do is make sure the power scaling and balancing to take place in the Boruto series is to make Sasuke have one arm instead. This will make Sasuke and Naruto comparisons in the Boruto series a lot more debatable, and as I said before, Kishimoto knows this. He has done this time and time again. He knows his fan base and he knows we are going to create discussions and buzz, and thus overall increasing Boruto's reach on how many people are watching it, how much revenue it creates, and all sorts of other stuff. The manga shows that after the final battle with Naruto and Sasuke, Sasuke actually doesn't fully trust himself yet, and on top of that, if the Hashirama cells were implanted into Sasuke, he would then have the ability to activate the Rinnegan on his right eye as well and use wood style to its full extent. This will cause an imbalance in the Naruto universe. If by any chance possible Sasuke went rogue again like he said himself, it would be near impossible for Naruto to stop Sasuke again or anyone else. That is why Sasuke wants to avoid this situation at all costs. Even the slightest bit of possibility for such a scenario to even happen or exist, it makes sense in Sasuke's character and in his mind to not have the Hashirama cells implanted because he wouldn't trust himself with that much power. So at the end of the day, Kishimoto made it so that Sasuke doesn't want or need his left arm and refuses the implants. It's done to keep the future balance of the show intact, create character development, and if any Naruto vs Sasuke or Sasuke vs so and so occurs, is to correct the power scaling between everyone. Now let me explain to you guys Kishimoto's intentions. What was the vision of the writer? It's important to know these things, and I appreciate the art more this way. Recently I watched the Sasuke and Naruto fight again, and I appreciate it so much how the choreography and the fight actually went down. It was freaking amazing. Like, I always thought, how are they going to live up to the hype? But it actually did. We all know that Sasuke and Naruto would have fought again at the Valley of the End one last time to end the manga. If you didn't see that coming, then I don't know or what the hell you guys were watching, because it was very predictable. We were just waiting for it to happen, and we all thought Madara was the last villain, right? I mean, Kishimoto admitted it himself when he introduced Sasuke. It was for him to be the rival character from the very start, and he always had the intention to end the manga with Sasuke and Naruto fighting in the end as rivals, and that's just what happened. At the end of the day, in the Naruto community, and I guess our perception of Sasuke's character, you know, coming towards the end of the anime, we all started to see him as an emo or someone which is saying something really stupid. Why does he want to betray the village again? I bet some of you guys were so frustrated, to be honest, and you were probably shouting that at the screen when it was happening. And to be honest, the writers do have their reasoning towards this. I mean, it could have been better. The justification for Sasuke wanting to get rid of the Hokage could have been better. Getting rid of the tailed beast, his reasoning was quite stupid, I'll be honest. The writing could have been better. It was just so spontaneous and typical Sasuke. Wah, 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 I'm Sasuke. But the funny thing is, guys, you know I'm saying all of this, but Kishimoto knew this himself. He admits this, that if he found it difficult to showcase what Sasuke was doing after he left Konoha. Kishimoto really didn't know what plot should be centralized towards the character. I mean, he wanted us, the audience and viewers, to understand his point of view, and he wanted to write the story which showcases Sasuke's feelings and what he has suffered, which in my eyes I do understand, although at times it always made him seem a bit too emo. But in my opinion, if any of us suffered what Sasuke did in real life, losing your entire family, knowing your brother forced you to destroy him, everything in the village was a lie, everything you know is a lie, then you would most likely turn cold yourself. I mean, it came to the point in which Sasuke's character was difficult to properly capture the facial expressions even and show his character. According to Kishimoto and his editors, they found it this difficult. Until this day, some people still hate Sasuke's character, but I don't. I actually am a fan of him. So when it came down to the final battle between Naruto and Sasuke, you're probably wondering, wow, there is quite a bit of taijutsu in this fight. It was actually very refreshing change, and it displayed a lot of choreography, and it really did remind me of Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan movies. I guess that's why I love the final fight that much more. It really did showcase the best bits of the Naruto series and why we all like it. I mean, till this day, Rock Lee vs Gaara is one of the best anime fights of all time, and no one denies that, right? So the directing vision of Kishimoto was just to do this. He did not want Naruto and Sasuke to use so much ninjutsu. He wanted to end the fight to be a fist fight between two boys who were rivals. He also purposefully made the intention that both of them would lose their dominant arms, because it relates back to a flashback in the start of the manga where they both cross each other's fingers, but now they can't do that. So in his artistic vision, he always wanted to use Madara and Hashirama statues, who were the representation of Indra and Asura, to hold hands, with Naruto and Sasuke on top to represent the cycle, the destined promise, and the resolve between the two boys. And that's why he made them lose their arms, to represent this very thing. And you know, he's an artist, guys. This is his vision. This is what he wanted to showcase and how he wanted to end his show. But anyway, guys, that's before I end this video, I just wanted to announce we have t-shirts which we'll be releasing very soon. So just to make this video future proof, I'm just going to say check my comment or description for the t-shirt design we have for sale, and help support the channel so we can continue making videos for you. I feel like it's a good design, and I even would wear this outside myself, and you guys know I love my anime shirts. I post it all the time on social media. So thanks for supporting us, and shout out to you guys in the future for buying the shirts and supporting us. I just want to make everything future proof. But yeah, follow us on social media, make sure you comment below your opinion, and also subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys next time as always.
I'll erase you here.